Hey guys, this is Rob Dennis bringing you episode 5. What we're going to be discussing in this episode is going to be my cameras, my YouTube setup, how I do my editing, and then, of course, I'm going to look at my channels or show you guys my channels so you can see what I've got going on, what I'm working towards. The setup that we're using right now is a little bit different than my previous episodes. I think I've done this in one other episode where I'm using my Corsair headset and a standard webcam. Right, so this Corsair headset I think cost me about $100 or so. Just I wanted a high quality headset, and it's got the RGB lighting, mute button. It's supposed to have some noise cancellation built into it. The camera that I'm using, pull it off real quick, even though it's going to mess up the video. I want to say it was a Logitech. I don't see any markings on it. But the camera ran me about $100. And I liked it because I wouldn't have to do a bunch of setup. It'd be quick and easy to implement, and I can use it as gaming because, as you can see, my face is just going to be a small thumbnail in the upper right-hand corner on my YouTube channels for the most part, other than when we're talking about finances, passive income, etc. So the reason this is going on my passive income channel is because I am attempting to build YouTube channels, and I'm trying to do 2 of them simultaneously to generate extra money throughout the day, extra money while I sleep, whatever the case may be. And it's something that anybody can do, but it definitely takes a lot of work. And the word of the day is consistent work. You have to stay at it, otherwise your numbers are going to drop, your numbers drop, and you get a lot less attention from YouTube because the algorithm doesn't like that. The reason a lot of people tell you guys to hit the like button and subscribe, which if you haven't done already, please do it now, is it does help the algorithm. The more likes they get within like the first few minutes, the first hour of the video going up, the more I guess viral the video is. The more the algorithm looks at it and goes, okay, people want to see this, let's promote it more than the other 6 videos just like it. So for my YouTube setup, as you can see on the screen right now, I have my head pulled up. I'm using Streamlabs OBS. OBS is a great editing software. It's a great streaming software. I definitely recommend the platform. Their paid services are really nice. If I start doing Twitch more, I'll probably do their paid services just to try to build up a nice Twitch following. But it's not something I have the time to really invest in right now because to be a Twitch streamer, you need to be doing that every day or pretty close to every day until you get built up. Right, so with this software, I can turn the camera off and then I disappear from the recording. And you can see in the background where we have my screen displayed. On this screen, I could do just the display. I could do individual executable programs like PowerPoint. If I'm playing a game, I can make it look only at the game screen. That way you don't run into those issues where you accidentally show something you don't want to show during your live stream or otherwise. So this video that I've got pulled up in the background, or this edit video that's been edited in the background, is one I just posted to YouTube a few minutes ago. The software I'm using is Adobe Premiere Pro. I pay a monthly subscription for this software. There's definitely some free versions and free software out there for lighter users that would work just fine. I'm trying to get to where I can actually make really nice, solid changes. I'm definitely not there yet. I'm only a handful of videos into it, but we're working towards it. And it comes with a bunch of nice stock features, right? So if we go to effects at the top on that tab, on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see the effects tab is opened, and they've got presets, audio effects, audio transitions, video effects, and like these audio effects. I think that's what. No, audio transitions. I'm sorry. They have built-in stock images, libraries of information that you can learn. Just trying to find one to, yeah, right here. So you got like Wasteland Fairy Tale. You can hit the play button, right? And it's in the Adobe stock, so you can use that stuff anytime you want. If you don't have access to that, another resource, let's see, that we can pull up. We'll pull this up. Sorry, my mouse has been having issues. I'm waiting on one to ship in from Amazon. So typically you wouldn't want to pull all this up. Alright, so as you guys can see, when you pull up YouTube, anytime you pull it up, it kind of shows what you've been watching a lot of. Obviously, I watch a lot of Graham Stephan. I watch a lot of Meet Kevin and podcasts, horror shows, and Overwatch videos, along with EDM and clubbing music, because that's what I like to listen to while driving for long periods of time. Alright, so if you type in copyright free music, you're going to get NCS, which is a popular one, and the audio library music for content creators. This audio library It's pretty useful. I've used it several times. It's kind of built in. I don't know if it's definitely hosted by YouTube. I think Audio Library is their own thing. They're pretty up to date usually, but I have been hit once or twice with a song that was no longer copyright free. So just be very careful when you're using this stuff, but it's definitely 9 times out of 10 going to work out just fine if you're looking for background music to put into your videos. Let's get my camera pulled back up. All right, so now that we talked about the music, right, between Audio Library and NCS, that's how you can kind of add a little bit more atmosphere and ambient effect to your stuff. Let's talk about my individual channels, and then we'll get into the actual equipment. All right, so this is my primary channel, Rob Dennis Tools, Skills, and Life. This is a banner that I made. That looks pretty nice to me. Hopefully it looks nice to you guys. If you could subscribe, I'm only at 21 subscribers. I'm trying to get more built up over time as I can. We'll be talking primarily on this channel about financial freedom. I did do some fit and other, first time dad videos, but I wasn't getting a lot of traction on those. So instead of just doing that, I'm going to go with what I'm more passionate about, which is talking about finance and my journey to try to get to where I'm financially free. My other channel is a gaming channel, right? Because I like to play games even on my phone. So if we go to Switch account, we'll swap over to my other channel. Oh, I thought we swapped to it. Hang on. What'd I do? Let's go YouTube Studio. Yeah. All right, so this is my other channel. I'm up to 119 subscribers. I've been running this channel since February, so we're definitely doing pretty well on it, in my opinion. I'm sure plenty of people do better. I post at least 1 to 3 videos a week. I've been kind of slacking this week. I haven't gotten enough videos out. And right now, I'm just covering this one individual mobile game called Kingdom of Heroes. I used to cover another one, Calibria Crystal Guardians, until I got too busy and couldn't do it anymore. And as you can see, I've got these nice looking thumbnails. I'm not an artist by any means, so I didn't create any of this art. This art's all owned by the individual gaming developers, but they allow us as content creators to use the art, use screenshots from the game to promote their work, and that's what we've been doing. A lot of times, if you guys were trying to get into gaming on YouTube, you can do a partner program with the game developers. Just get to their Discord page and see if they've got something you can sign up for. And sometimes you'll get early releases or, other early content. Like, not necessarily early content, but you'll know about the content beforehand so you can pre-make a video. You don't get access to anything except like a recording of it that you can make a video out of. They don't give your account any extra access than other players, right? That'd be unfair and unrealistic to expect. We're hoping that this channel hits 1,000 probably this time next year if I keep posting content at the rate that I am. And I'll probably pick up 1 or 2 more mobile games and just to try to get more people involved, more people interested in the channel. So let's talk about what I actually use equipment-wise. So if I expand out my camera just to make it easier for you guys to see, as you can tell, this isn't the highest quality camera, but it's pretty decent. The frames on it, you see my hand, it kind of struggles, so not the best, which is why I have this big camera back here. This is a Canon EOS 80D, which I'm pretty sure they've come out with a newer one by now. I think I bought this almost a year ago now. Close the screen so I don't break it. Alright, so on top, this is a wireless microphone receiver that plugs into the camera. This is why I went to the Canon EOS 80D, is because it can plug in. And I have another setup also I'll show you in a second. The lenses on this camera are interchangeable, right? So I've got a wide angle lens on it right now, but I can hit a button, twist it off, and then swap it out. And, twist it right back in. It's got a flip screen that is a touchscreen LCD. So, see if we can get it to turn on. I don't have a memory card in it right now, so it may not turn on. All right, there we go. Excuse the mess in my room. Haven't had time to clean it up. All right, so it'll tell you no card in the camera. If I can get you guys more in focus, sorry. No card in camera, and this screen is nice because you can flip it out to face in whatever direction you want. It also rotates. So if we wanted it to look at us, we can. You can close it in. That way it's not going to get damaged. Memory card slot. At the bottom, on the base, I have a battery expander. That way I can hold 2 batteries in it. And it also gives me a lot more grip as far as holding it for stability. So very good, solid purchase. And then of course the mounting at the bottom that came with the tripod. Anybody that owns a camera, I definitely recommend buying a nice solid tripod. This one's not too bad. It's a cheaper one, but it still works really well and gets it done. I think this camera body is, last time I checked, I think it was about 800 bucks. It might be a little bit less than that now. I bought it as a kit so that it came with the battery expansion, extra battery, battery charger. It came with a tripod, a whole bunch of lenses, and other accessories. So I spent 1,200 bucks altogether on this camera, and haven't made any money off of it yet. But we do have some videos put up. We're gonna be making more videos. We did our own pregnancy videos with this when Morgan was pregnant with Jace, and we just did it because it's got a built-in timer that you can turn on and off. I turned on the timer, we'd go get in position, wait for it to take the picture, and rinse and repeat. And we saved a few $100s that way. So I've probably almost paid for the camera, but not quite on this one. And that's the ultimate goal, right? Is to save money. The other half of right, so we talked about the receiver on top for the microphone. The other half of that runs off of 2 AA batteries. The other half of it is this, right? Looks the same. Got a big antenna on it, and this is Saramonic is the brand. There's other brands, but this was a pretty affordable one, and I don't have any complaints about it so far, other than the power buttons and the frequency buttons. You got to be real careful with them. If you don't flip it all the way, it may say that it's on, but it won't really be on, or it won't be on well enough, or the frequency channels will be mixed up. It's got this little long extension on the microphone. Right, so I just run this down through my shirt, clip this to the back of my belt like you see movies and TV channels do. Worked pretty well. The distance you get on it is not what I expected. It's not as far as I would want, so maybe one side of the room to the other if you're lucky. And when I bought that, I bought 2 of them. And to have 2 of them on one camera, you have to get I don't know what this is called, a mixer, I guess. Right, so it's also made by Saramonic. I bought this all as a kit. The camera I bought separate. The shotgun or camera, this shotgun mic I bought separate. This is a Takstar. It's got a couple of different settings you can change on it. It also runs off of AA batteries. The cool thing about the Saramonic device is I can mount both of my wireless receivers to it, have the shotgun mic, and they all can record at the same time. When I pull this into Adobe Premiere, each one of these recorded channels is separate. So that if the shotgun mic is having issues, which it's had before, like the battery wasn't good enough, I guess, and it just recorded really, really poorly, then I can just delete that audio out and just base everything off the wireless. Or if I'm having issues with the wireless, or maybe the shotgun mic was just better for a conversation, we can just use the shotgun mic and get rid of the other 2. So it's really nice having separate channels to alter the audio on. Plus, you can adjust the volume independently, which helps a lot. The final camera, which I've already talked about a few times in my other video, and we'll be getting use out of it for the first time tomorrow, is this little bitty Insta360 1X camera. This is a 360-degree camera, so if you look at the top, this little black bubble, there's one mirrored on the other side of it. That is what gives it that fish lens camera is what gives it that 360-degree view. And this does movies, it does pictures, and that's what I'm going to try to use to do a 3D floor plan. I've seen other content creators do it. The problem I'm running into is I don't have a Apple device or a Mac device that is up to date enough to run the best software. So I'm going to be trying to find a Samsung alternative, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. Probably in another separate video that is specifically for this camera. And I bought the tripod separate, and I had to buy the adapter separate. It wasn't the monopod did not have a small enough adapter to fit this camera, so I had to order some, and I think it was like $6 to $12 for a whole bunch of adapters. That way I'd be set from now on. And this is definitely a more heavy-duty stand than this tripod. Like, I would trust this monopod to stay up before I trust this tripod to stay up. Other than that, we covered the headset. We covered the Adobe Premiere software. We took a quick look at the Adobe Premiere software. We talked about the web camera. I've also got a microphone, which I don't use as often as I thought, but it definitely has better quality recording to where I don't have to wear a headset. Right, so this is a Samsung G-Track Pro. Very good quality camera. I've got mine set up to just be a single port. That way, it's only picking up what is facing towards it. It's not picking up the backside as much to try to cut back on mouse noise and keyboard noise if I'm gaming and trying to record at the same time. But yeah, that's pretty much all the equipment that I've been using. Of course, computer. If you guys are going to be doing YouTube videos and gaming, or just YouTube videos where you're going to be using Adobe Premiere Pro, you need to have a slightly robust computer, just a little bit above average at a minimum, because it's going to use up a bunch of RAM to do all this processing. And the better your processor is, the better your RAM is, the faster it'll spit out the stuff that you want it to do as far as the video. Because when you save the video, it'll save as a Premiere project, but you're going to have to convert that into MP4 or YouTube format. I guess the final thing I could talk about is making thumbnails. So let's minimize my camera a little bit more. So when I make my thumbnails, I do that in PowerPoint. This is something I taught my brother. He does it for his videos. It's a lot easier than trying to teach yourself how to do things, I guess, the artistic way with Photoshop. Definitely recommend Photoshop if you guys are good with it. You can definitely make better banners than I can. But for now, I'm just using, uh, you know, PowerPoint. I toss it in here, and then it comes up with some design ideas so that I can easily change it around. And I just got done making this video, so it's still pulled up, and I just save it as a thumb. I don't have any more advice than that. I was just wanting to kind of give you guys a quick overview of what I use and how I do it, what my process is, and hopefully over time it'll get better and you guys will be more interested in watching these videos. If you could, like I said earlier in the video, please like, subscribe. I'm doing the best that I can to try to grow all this and make it pay for itself. If I can help you guys in any way, just let me know.